If you're doing dropshipping, you need to protect your assets. And the sooner you do it, the better it is for you. Guys, you need to understand what I mean about assets is about the payment providers that you're using. Because Shopify, Stripe, PayPal are all getting more and more strict with dropshippers because most dropshippers nowadays they want to do the same thing that was working when I was starting 7 years ago, and that's not something that you want to do. And let me tell you something. Back in the days, you could do whatever you want. You could fulfill the orders 30 days later and you won't have a single problem. But now, with Shopify payments, what we have noticed, and even probably my brother made a video about this, but we've got a store that made quite good numbers that got restricted. And the problem that it got restricted, it's because we were having a lot of chargebacks. And those chargebacks, in a way, were scam chargebacks. Even though we won all of the chargebacks, just because we got chargebacks, then company the Shopify payments company can decide to not work with you anymore because they believe that you're going to be a high risk business. And you're going to tell me, how does that make sense? You're getting scammed and you're the one getting penalized. How does that make any sense? And it doesn't make sense for me. But I've let's say dig down deeper and deeper, and I did found out that every time there's a chargeback, Shopify pays a fee. And they don't want that. They don't want to pay a fee every time they get a chargeback. Even if we win, then they all pay a fee. All those payment processors, that's why they don't like chargeback. So you need to make sure that you protect those payment processors because Shopify is extremely valuable. I know that people, let's say like in France, don't have access to Shopify payments, so they have access to something more like Stripe. Stripe is very similar to Shopify payments, but I truly believe that Shopify payments is still the best one. PayPal is one that is extremely good when you are in a country like Germany. Germany, like probably 80% of people there use PayPal. So if you're advertising to that country or even Switzerland, you need PayPal Shopify payments. You need PayPal payments. Why? Because it will be easier for you to get clients. But overall, if you're targeting, let's say, the big five countries, Shopify payments and Stripe are more than great. But how can you make sure to protect your assets? Because if you're getting blocked from Shopify payments, then you only have Stripe and PayPal. Let's be honest, PayPal, like it's more kind of a second option. So you add it with Stripe or with Shopify payments. So you add Shopify and you add PayPal. You add Stripe and you add PayPal at the same time. So it's kind of a extra, but it shouldn't be used as the main only. So you only have two options. If you do something wrong, you destroy both of your options and you cannot sell anymore on Shopify. So how can you make sure, I'm scaring you in a way by saying those things, but you shouldn't be scared because it takes quite a lot before getting banned. Um, I think it's one over two orders, over it's every 100 orders, every two order that you get a chargeback is a flag for them. So you need to get less than two chargeback every 100 orders. So it's a lot, but it's not a lot at the same time. Like two orders every 100 orders, that could get flagged quite quickly if you're not doing the right things. So how can you prevent that? Well, we have been strike in a way that we got our funds hold for 180 days, and it wasn't funny because it was thousands of dollars getting frozen, and it's kind of painful. But at the end of the day, we found a solution. So we found a solution, and this solution is charge flow dispute chargebacks. And what does it do is every time you get a chargeback, it notify you before it notify Shopify payments, and it refunds the buyer. I know if it's a scam, and in a way you could win it, it's kind of a pain in a way because uh, you're a winner at the end of the day, and you're like, oh, am I going to leave this on the table? Like, I need to refund the client. Yes, it's better refund one or two client or even three clients than lose all of your business. At the end of the day, think about this. I think that we had on that store, we had two two orders, two chargebacks every 100 orders, and we got like a few thousand orders on that store. So at the end of the day, let's say it's 10,000 orders, so it's maybe 20 chargebacks, maybe that. It's no, how much is that? Sorry, my maths is not matting right now. So calculator. So let's say, no, let me ask ChatGPT. It's way better. ChatGPT. What is 2% of 10,000? So let's see this. So it's 200. So we got around 200 chargeback. It doesn't seem like a lot, like 200 out of 10,000. It's not the end of the world, but for those companies, it is the end of the world. It's only 2% of your orders. And we won all of them. Basically, 95% of them, we won all of them. But you need to prevent that, and you need to be more careful. So you need to make sure that you don't have those problems. And let's be honest, sometimes we did fulfill fraudulent orders. That did not help our case. My bad. We still make mistakes even after doing drop shipping for 7 years plus. So yes, that's what we use. It's called charge flow dispute chargebacks. The way that it is that it's going to notify you before it notify Shopify payments, and it's going to refund the client before you get the chargeback on your Shopify payment. So this way Shopify doesn't see it and you don't get the flag on your account. So this is the best way that I found out on how to protect your accounts. Sorry, guys. And yeah, if you have any question about charge flow, let me know whatsoever. Because, like I said, you only have Shopify payments, you only have Stripe, you have nothing more than that. So you need to protect those assets, because if you don't have them, then you will need to work with like third party payment providers, and this is so horrible. It is so complicated. So make sure you don't get flagged, make sure they don't have any problems. Obviously, we have multiple accounts, and it's not because one of them got shut down that it's the end of the world, but we have resources now. For a brand new Shopify store owner, it could be problematic, but don't stress too much about it. Like, first of all, start making money, and eventually when you start making money, then work on those things. So yeah, guys, this is the video of today. Wish you all an amazing rest of the day.